What's up, basketball fans? It's your boy Cdub again, and this is NBA Central. I got my guy Stev0 with me. We getting ready to talk about Chris Paul and Draymond Green. Get that intro going, Stevo.
Welcome to the number one place for your daily basketball news and analysis, NBA Central.
Welcome to NBA Central, your number one spot for NBA news. You got your boy C-Dub, Stevo. And with NBA season here, and we are just swamped with content. I just love this time of year. I had a quick take to give you, Stevo. I
Mm,
was looking at the game between the. Did you catch the game between the Lakers and the
I
Golden State
actually
Warriors?
didn't.
You ain't checked the game out. It was an
Nah.
interesting game. They went at it back and forth. They kind of play hard the first. You know how preseason go, but they play extra hard. You know how many battles LeBron and Stephen Curry been through.
Mhm.
But all eyes was pretty much, and you know what's been the story of the off season has been Chris Paul. Chris Paul has joined the Golden State Warriors, and everybody's like, "What is going to be the fit for Chris Paul? How is he going to play on this team?" And then while I was watching Chris Paul play on the court yesterday with Stephen Curry, man, they looked cool. He was finding Stephen Curry, and I was like, "Man, he looks like Draymond Green out there." Throwing a pass to Stephen Curry, hitting him exactly where he want the ball. Even Stephen Curry had to acknowledge, man, that was some great passes out there, Chris Paul. But then when I looked at
Bro.
Kaminga been killing this preseason. They say there was a little story that he grew to 7'3", which is false. He
That's
ain't no
straight false. He probably grew 2 inches. He probably about 6'10". That's about it.
Yeah, he's not 7'3", but the guy is explosive. His offensive game has improved, and I really like this kid, and I think he should be on the floor. I think this team needs a new energy boost. What brings me to this in the take, Steve-O. Would you mind, instead of having Draymond Green, replace him with a combination of Chris Paul and Kaminga? Chris Paul
No.
Chris Paul and Kaminga instead of Draymond Green. Offensively, Chris Paul is better than Draymond Green. Easily said. I don't even think I had to say that.
No, you
He's a
didn't.
better passer than Draymond Green, even if you cut off one of Chris Paul's hands. You know what I'm saying? He's still a better passer than Draymond Green. He's a smarter player than Draymond Green. He
All right,
won't get
now I don't know
technical
about that.
foul. He's a smarter player than Draymond Green. You're gonna have to refute it when you get on there. I think he's a smarter player than Draymond Green. And then when you need the defensive attributes that Draymond Green brought to the Golden State Warriors, I say you can get that from Kaminga. Put Kaminga in his space and watch this team get a new boast of energy and go to new heights this season. I think you trade Draymond Green, get you some assets, and go with a more younger team built around that core of Stephen Curry, Andrew Wiggins, and Klay Thompson. Tell me I'm wrong, Steve-O.
For one, I don't think it's not a terrible idea because I think it's just to give credit to Draymond. I feel like he can play with anybody, like especially with the players on that team. Like I wouldn't be. I don't think he would have a problem, and I wouldn't have a problem putting him with that second unit because I feel like he can make that second unit thrive, and it would be good for him. But no, I think what we did see in that sample size, it was good with him and Kaminga and everything. It's different. You don't know how to attack it because even with Draymond Green, like you said, Chris Paul is a way better offensive player, so you can't attack him defensively the same way you want to attack Draymond. So it gives that whole core or whoever's on that floor at the same time way more versatility because you can't just leave that man at the top of the three like you do now. Chris Paul will hit that.
Yeah.
So I think this move for Chris Paul was more smarter than people realize because now you could just be so much versatile. Like we already know, the Golden State Warriors are one of the most versatile teams style wise. So
Yeah.
I think there's so many ways you could put it. Like you said, if you want to put him out there with Kaminga and take Draymond now and put Chris in, that'll work. If you want to take Chris out, put Draymond and have him be with Jackson Davis, be with Rudy Gay and them and everything, cool. He could do that. So yeah, I really think now I'm thinking like we had so many questions about how it was gonna fit. Now that we seeing some cases of how it could fit, it just makes them a little bit more scarier than what we realized.
Yes, and then I would like to retort at what something you just said. You said that Draymond Green probably won't have a problem with coming off the bench. I think you it's totally discounting ego. Do you not think that Green has an ego?
If you, I mean, I know he has ego. He definitely has ego.
Think he's
But
going to be fine and dandy with coming off the bench.
hey, dog, if you still have a
Championships with his, he said, "We did this without you. We could do it without you." You know, that's the type of shit he said. I think he said it to KD.
yeah, yeah, but this ain't the same Draymond Green. That was 2 championships ago.
What do you mean it's not the same Draymond Green?
Because to me, after winning 2 more, it's like I did it all. Like I didn't start it for this team. I didn't came off the bench for this team. I've done everything single thing a player of a long term project of a team has done. Why am I tripping for coming off the bench if I know we gonna win another one possibly? That's how I'm thinking. Now, if he comes out being the old Draymond Green and he has an attitude, that's just gonna be quicker for you to get out of here. Cause they, I mean, like you got paid, you're well paid, you got you want probably your last biggest contract. They gave it to you. You don't have nothing else to be like. You're not fighting for more money, so I don't see like why he should have attitude. Like he could. Don't get me wrong. Like we know the type of player and person Draymond is, but I'm just
Steve, hold
thinking
on for
from
a second, Steve. What is the old Draymond Green? That's that I'll keep thinking of that.
because like even though like okay, we can all agree that Draymond, the younger Draymond Green, was way more reactive than than the current one. He
I
will
would
still
I
get
would
there.
argue not. I would argue
Yeah,
not.
like he not gonna ever think about kicking somebody in the nuts. Like he's just not gonna do that.
What about punching somebody in the face?
But that's a whole different conversation, bro. Like, come on now, like hey, I don't think because to me,
Well, he
he
gonna punch
never like
Kaminga?
Kaminga ain't that. Kaminga is quiet, so he shouldn't have no reason to punch him. Like, the reason why, because I sat there and watched Jordan Poole. I saw Jordan Poole in college. Like, I don't know if you know, he had a YouTube channel. So,
Oh, he
like,
did.
I picked up on his mannerism and his personality. So I knew like once everything fell apart, like once everything came out, it wasn't like, oh, Draymond just broke it for like I'm like, yeah, I was one of the first people like Jordan Poole probably said some awful branded shit that he ain't had no business saying because that's just how Jordan Poole is. And plus he didn't got paid. He just won a championship. He didn't got the high head. He didn't got the fat head. So
Yeah.
I don't believe like there's everybody. Let me put it this way. How about it this way? Before Jordan Poole got there, everybody mindset on Golden State was the same, if you know what I mean, or
Yeah.
if not very
Yeah,
similar.
yes, yes, yes.
Jordan Poole was the only person that came in with a mindset you can instantly see was like, I don't know if he's totally on brand or how everybody goes about in this organization.
You mean everybody's on the same goals, everybody
Page,
yeah, on the
yeah.
same page. Okay.
Like
Okay.
you can kind of see, like, yeah, he on the same page, but at the same time, he's still on some young dude.
Yes,
I'm doing,
absolutely. Good point.
yeah. So like that's my whole thing. And but to your point, these are two bulls.
Yeah.
These are two players that are not well liked around the league.
Yeah.
Those are two players where they say, what's the saying that I'd rather you be on my team than going up against you. They are
Absolutely.
those type of players. So if they bump heads, which I
Mm.
feel like we will see early if it's going to happen,
Yeah.
then it could become a problem. Then egos is going to come out. But I feel like the way but also to get into the mindset of Chris Paul, he like, all right, this is probably literally my last chance to get a championship.
Yeah.
I ain't finna sit here and try to mess this up. I'm gonna do what they asked me to do.
Yeah.
So, like, to your point, there's a possibility that things can go awry.
Yeah,
But at the same time, I just feel like the way the organization is and everybody where they're at in their own life right now, it shouldn't be an issue. That's my
yeah.
whole point.
Okay, this is the only thing I'm gonna retort to that. It is um there is proof now
Yeah.
that this is a common occurrence with um Draymond Green. First with KD, calling him a bitch. Which
Which he
Katie took
was.
Katie took it a little too far, but you don't call no man a bitch. You don't get stay mad like that.
Yeah.
But that's one instance. Last year he punched the kid in the face, and Poole was a very
That's how he feel, bro. That's how he feel. That bug.
but
When I wanted to play the Mario sound when he failed.
But did I would go to say that he ruined Jordan Poole, a piece that they needed for that playoff run. Jordan Poole mind was not into that team and into that
Yeah.
season, and he definitely wasn't feeling Draymond Green. I can't
Yeah.
wait till they play the Washington Wizards.
Ooh, that's gonna be
Uh,
like when Russ came back with KD. That's
yeah,
what,
yes. But now, I don't want you to forget, Steve-O, that Draymond Green said he don't like Chris Paul in the past on the
yeah.
interview.
He did say that. He said
Now,
that. He said that. He literally said that. I don't know if you watched his. I don't. I doubt because you ain't the biggest Draymond, but I don't
nah,
know. He said on his podcast like when the trade it was official, he was like, we know that we were probably not gonna, but I could put my business to a side. I could put my personal things to a side, and that's my whole thing. Everybody in this organization between them two are super, super, super grown. Like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
they're in their mid to late 30s. So I don't I don't like the thing with Jordan Poole, like that makes sense. It's young dude and old dude clashing. That makes sense. It's very rare you see two old dudes that's been in a organization that's no nonsense like that to clash. Not saying that it can't,
Yes.
but hey, I'll be wrong. You will be wrong not to bring that up to say that he did. There is past tension between them two.
And you can be a grown man and be like, okay, I'm gonna put that to the side, like
Yeah,
Draymond said, you said, and put it to the side. But that doesn't mean you forget.
yeah,
You do not forget it. If anything come close to that, I'm like, oh, you on this again? You'll hear that. Oh, you that on that again? You don't forget.
yeah. But
So
you know, you also because you play basketball, you know, being in between them lines build a brothership
it
at the
does.
same time.
It does. It does. It does. I'm just threw it out there. Maybe
Yeah.
you guys at Golden State, you want to trade Draymond. I think you can get a couple good pieces. You got Chris Paul and Kaminga can definitely do what Draymond post out. I don't got his numbers in front of me. I wish I could have pulled it up.
We don't need to
Uh,
bring up Draymond numbers. We already know that Bub's like 10, 8, and 8. It was something like that. We know.
I doubt if it's that, no, Steve. I doubt if it's that. But it's just the start of the season, man. And it's something that
So
I observed in a game I'm watching. It's interesting to see how they go. What do you before we go, what do you think they do this season? What playoff seed they get? Are they a championship contender? What do you think of Golden
I
State?
feel like they should be top 3.
Oh wow. You
I
got
said
high
that. I
expectations.
should if they drop below 4, it's too much talent and experience on that team. Y'all gotta figure it out.
Damn, Steve.
And y'all have the nice amount of young talent there. You still, like you said, they still got Kaminga, they still got Mooney. They even picked up some people in the Jag. Uh, I can't forget his name, but Jackson Davis. I believe that's the power forward out of Indiana.
Hmm.
Tough.
Yeah.
And being next to somebody like Kayvon Looney, there's I feel like they should be a top 3 team, honestly.
I feel you. You respecting them and get them top three
Like,
team. I'm gonna say
would you have them over Dallas? Yeah.
yeah, Dallas. I don't even think they make
Like,
the playoffs. That's another
ooh,
discussion for
shit.
another date. Um, uh, with Golden State, I gotta respect them. I don't think they're a top three team because I think the West has got tougher. I think they are top six seed and dangerous. Don't let them get the right opponent, and they can go all the way into the Western Conference
Yeah,
Finals.
maybe I'll take that back. I say top 4.
Top four, yeah,
I
that's
keep
me
forgetting
too.
about the Kings.
Yeah, the Kings are there too. You got Memphis, you got the
Suns,
Clippers, Suns,
Suns. Yeah, you might top
Denver.
5. That's
Yeah.
more realistic. Top 5.
Yeah. It's gonna be tough, man.
Top
Hey
5.
man, we love basketball, man. We had to put it on wax. Me and my man Stevo got on a little tell us what y'all think in the comments. Do
Mhm.
y'all like Chris Ball and Kaminga better than a Draymond Green? You think they'll be a better option than Draymond Green, or you think they'll just all stay together and work out? I don't think so, just because I'm a Draymond hater. But y'all let me know in the comments. We'll see y'all on the next one. Hit my extra.
This has been a presentation of the Breaks Media.